Will be decided in the first round. After that, it will be a formality.
Fight fans,
Give me that. Special in that.
welcome back.
He feels like he's handcuffed. He's handcuffed and forced into this. He doesn't want to be here.
The so-called pound for pound #1, but he's quaking in his boots over there.
What went through your mind when that happened?
Holy
Sometimes I look in the mirror and get little frights as well looking at myself because I am an absolute animal.
For nearly a decade, Jose Aldo stood at the top of the featherweight division as one of the most dominant champions in mixed martial arts history. His explosive speed, devastating leg kicks, and incredible fight IQ made him almost impossible to defeat. Every challenger believed they had the answer, but year after year, Aldo continued proving why he was considered one of the greatest fighters of his generation.
I actually think that he needs a couple more fights. And he had a dominant performance against Uriah, but I think he could have done better. I think he could have stopped him.
While Aldo was building his legacy, another star was rapidly rising across the Atlantic. Conor McGregor entered the UFC with a unique combination of precision striking, knockout power, and unshakable confidence.
Everything I have, and I will go at everyone in the division until I get it.
I'ma get down like I know, been a hothead, blood ice cold, found my niche.
Of course I want that gold belt. Don't try and tell me that that gold belt sitting up right there on this table would not look.
And then when I was maybe 15, 16 years of age was, I can beat these people.
Please do not get too close. Please do not.
His performances inside the octagon attracted attention, but his belief in himself turned every fight into a global event.
You paid a price, yeah. It's not a game. Don't never.
If this kid can fight this much, if he can even throw a punch, this kid is going to be so. And it's bigger than anything I've ever seen.
Price.
Everything I have, and I will go at everyone in the division until I get it.
I'ma get down like I know, been a hothead, blood ice cold, found my niche.
Of course I want that gold belt. Don't try and tell me that that gold belt sitting up right there on this table would not look great.
As McGregor climbed the rankings, a collision with Jose Aldo became inevitable. It wasn't just a championship fight, it became a clash between an established legend and a fearless challenger determined to change the sport forever.
And then when I was maybe 15, 16 years of age was, I can beat these people.
Please do not get too close. Please do not pay the price, yeah. It's not a game. Don't never.
If this kid can fight this much, if he can even throw a punch, this kid is going to be so. And it's bigger than anything I've ever seen.
Price.
Because I don't plan nothing, you know. You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Months of promotion transformed the matchup into one of the biggest events in UFC history.
Anyone in the top 10, anyone they want, I'm going for the finish.
I hate even saying this, but with his gift of gab and his athletic ability and fighting ability, it's almost like the Irish Muhammad Ali in a way.
I don't see anything in the division that troubles me, not one of them. They don't move like I move, they don't think like I think, and they don't talk like I talk.
The pressure continued to build until an injury forced Aldo to withdraw, delaying the fight that fans around the world had been waiting for.
I said I was going to kill everybody and wipe out the division. Now we have one man left. They don't want to be in there with me, or they don't want to face me. They might think they do until they get it, and then they don't. So I don't know. I feel I will put him away in the first round.
I remove a head, I bring it backstage, I place it on Mr. White's desk. Here you go, boss. Another one done. So we are going to go to Las Vegas, and one more head will be collected.
Instead of waiting, McGregor fought Chad Mendes for the interim featherweight title. Despite facing one of the division's toughest wrestlers on short notice, he secured a stoppage victory and claimed the interim championship, keeping his momentum alive.
You can still try and lie to yourself and tell yourself that this is a joke, this is not going to happen. And then guess what? Then the Boston fight happened where I knocked my opponent down, bounced over the cage and went straight for him. Now there's no running. Now it's before you.
The Notorious! The biggest fight of the year. It's the biggest gate we've ever done. $9 million gate. The world will be watching this fight.
Oh, hey, what's happening? See the way I walk, I'm a Batman. I'm the major, I'm the general and captain.
When the title fight was finally rescheduled for UFC 194, the anticipation reached another level.
Championship press tour that's going to visit 10 cities and 5 countries over the next 12 days.
Me and Jesus are cool. I'm cool with all the gods. Gods recognize gods.
My only confession is perfection is my preference. Breakfast with the gods. I like scrambled excellence.
He is a decision machine. He has 25 minutes to run.
How long is it going to take you to rip his head off?
I met Jose in the lobby. He handed me the belt, kissed my feet, and said I apologize. It will be done in one.
Aldo carried the pressure of defending a decade-long reign, while McGregor entered believing that his moment had finally arrived.
If this was a different time, I would invade his favela on horseback and kill anyone that was not fit to rule.
Well, like I said, when you signed to fight me, it's not like signing to fight anyone else. It's a completely different experience. And he crumbled under that, and I could sense he wanted out.
Next time you see me at Next time you see me at
Put your belt. Put your belt.
Eu sou maior aqui.
It's a mental time. It's a mental time.
Eu sou maior.
That's okay. It's a mental time.
No, he doesn't get into me, you know, like it's impossible to get into me. The strongest part of my game is my mind. I wasn't upset at all with everything that happened, so.
I own this town. I own Rio de Janeiro. I own Rio. Where's Jose? He's not even here. Real Mazzi fled the country. I love it here. It's good to be here.
I know the Brazilians love me, and I love the Brazilians. Anytime I head over to Brazil, they treat me well. They treat me like the king that I am.
When both men made the long walk at the Grand Garden Arena, the world of combat sports held its breath.
Presenting the Pride of Ireland, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
A touching of gloves was out of the question, but Joe Rogan perfectly acknowledged the body language of both fighters seconds before the opening bell.
Conor looks extremely loose. And Aldo looks like he's feeling the pressure of this moment.
McGregor standing loose with a natural absence of fear. Aldo, opposite, stiff and rigid, bearing the weight of the occasion on his shoulders.
I felt when we stared down, I felt his right hand was twitching, which was a subtle tell for me. He is ready to unload that right hand, and I feel that could be a downfall for him.
The fight lasted only 13 seconds. As the opening bell rang, Aldo charged forward aggressively. McGregor stayed composed, read the attack perfectly, and landed a precise left hand that instantly ended the contest. In just a few seconds, one of the longest championship reigns in UFC history came to an end.
And Aldo had a look at his face like he had no idea what was going on.
The knockout shocked the entire MMA world and instantly elevated Conor McGregor into one of the biggest superstars the UFC had ever seen.
First punch he threw, slept him.
I knew he would overextend, and I knew I'd catch him, so Mystic Max.
It wasn't simply a title change. It marked the beginning of a new era for the sport. For Jose Aldo, the defeat closed one chapter of an extraordinary career, but it didn't erase everything he had accomplished. His years of dominance remain one of the greatest championship runs in mixed martial arts history, and his influence on future generations of fighters continues to be undeniable. Looking back today, UFC 194 is remembered not because of how long the fight lasted, but because of what those 13 seconds represented. It was the moment an all-time great champion was dethroned, a global superstar was born, and the landscape of the UFC changed forever.
When it comes to it all, it's easy for people to look in from the outside. But when you put it all together, not just the weigh-ins, not just the fight, all of the other stuff, nobody can do it better than me.